guys obviously were worried about your stuff on the ice, but the HBO cameras were around for the first time of what will be several days. What was that like to see these guys around today?
It was kind of cool. I mean, at the first, I don't think I really knew what was going on, and then, then you kind of figured out what was happening. But I mean, there's some pretty big cameras, so I don't know what those things can do. I don't know if they can see through the boards or what, but no, it's. I think it'll be a cool experience. I think you talked to most of the guys that have been through it, and it was fun. So we're looking forward to it.
You're not worried it might be a distraction at all?
I think that's everyone's worry, but from who I've talked to, I think it's just you just get used to it. I think at first it's maybe a little weird or unnatural, for lack of a better word, but then it's just they're just around all the time, so you just get used to it, and so you don't even think about it.
The numbers go down. Is it automatic? The intensity goes up?
Sorry?
As the numbers go down in camp, is it sort of automatic? The intensity level continues to rise?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think, as the numbers go down, I think as you just get closer and closer to the season starting, I mean, anytime there's cuts, it's kind of a reminder that you're getting closer and closer to the start of the season. So you just kind of ramp it up a bit and you just try and get into that game speed and that game focus and coming to the rink. I mean, I think most of us come to the rink every day and want to be our best and work hard, but the closer you get, the harder you compete, I think.
Is that a new paint job on the mask?
Yeah, it came in. It's a new mask, and so a new cage. So the guy did a great job again. He's arguably, I think, the best painter out there. So I'm really happy with it.
What's the description? We were from the stand, so a close-up look would allow us to see what on there?
I think it's actually more the same theme as my last mask. It's just drawn a little differently. Just there's kind of a big leaf on there. I think it's an upside-down leaf. With the Optimus Rhyme logo, and then when you look closer, there's a whole bunch of little, Transformers drawings, stuff like that in the midst. And so, it's pretty cool. And obviously, there's a lot of detail in there when you look up close. So it's a pretty cool mask.
James, there was a play in a baseball game last night where a baseball player got out by sliding into another player's rear end, I guess, for lack of a better word. Just wondering, we're asking a bunch of athletes today, just what's the most, embarrassing thing you've seen in your sports career?
The most embarrassing thing I've seen in my sports career? I don't know. I mean, there's obviously a couple goalie gaffes, where goalies have let in pucks from a long distance, but I mean, usually that's kind of a bad bounce too. So I don't know if there's ever been something that's been too embarrassing. For me, I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe when I was a kid, I was a back catcher, and we were having a tough inning, and actually I had to go to the bathroom so bad, so we actually paused the inning, and I ran to the outhouse and ran back. So that was probably the most embarrassing thing. But I was probably 10 years old, so maybe it's all right.
Yeah, the media coverage probably wasn't that big for that game.
No, the media didn't get over me over that one.
Getting reaction now to that incident.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, you bet.
I have a dumb question too, since Mark asked you one. If you had the first pick in an NHL fantasy pool, who would it be and why?
Who would it be? A first pick in a fantasy?
NHL.
I think, obviously you probably have to go with Sidney Crosby or something like that. But I think, maybe the dark horse would be a guy like Weber. I think he's arguably probably one of the best D-men out there, and so those are tough to come by, I think.